Creators' intent. For over 50 years, Sony has pushed the boundaries of high image quality for professional cameras and filmmaking. Our aim has always been to enable creators to faithfully convey the images in their mind.
Equally to
Sony
my A9G
reveals
television.
realism in every image.
I'm also going to tell you
Unique
why
panel control
you may not like the
technologies
TV.
in colors are more vivid and more beautiful in every scene. Individual objects are remastered, restoring true-to-life textures. The color in individual objects is analyzed to create images with a depth far closer to reality. Picture Processor X1 Ultimate. It brings home ultimate realism. Unique technology turns the entire screen into precision speakers, completely immersing you in every scene. Creator's intent.
Creator's intent.
Sony brings the creator's vision into your home, so nothing comes between you and their story. Sony brings you the ultimate viewing experience.
Okay, guys, I wanted to play that for a reason. The only reason I bought this TV is, for one, I already have the A9G. If you remember, I have that still upstairs. It's the 55-inch. I use the Samsung QN85A for gaming primarily. So everything has its purpose in my household. I wanted a big 77-inch for my movie viewing, and I'm not going to shove down your throat why you should buy a big screen TV. That's not the point of this video, and I'd never do that anyway because I like all the sizes. The main reason I'd like to talk to you about my decision over the A80J versus the A9G, or maybe even getting an even bigger Samsung Q90A, is for the simple fact of the creator's intent and what matches what I want to do with the TV at the time. The A9G, if you look up all the specs, what have you, it matches the mastering monitor probably the closest out of any TV out there. So I wanted to get something pure accuracy for a creator's intent for movies. And my experience with my other A9G had this small little dot on the screen, a screen deficiency that I took back, and then I made the video saying, hey, maybe I should get the A80J now. Well, I went back to the A9G because I started thinking about what TV made me happy the most. I had a smaller A80J, and I just liked the A90J so much more. And it's because it's a mastering series monitor, and it is basically based off creator's intent, just like the A9G of a couple of years ago. And of course, they both have won the shootouts, and they're both mastering monitors once again. So nothing against A80J owners, because that's a fantastic set, and by all rights, they're almost identical unless you would put them next to each other. But I did notice that the skin tones of the A9G were better to me than any other TV that I've owned. And I'm a big, huge skin tone type person. Hair, skin tones, naturalness. I'm huge on that when I'm watching a movie. Not so much for gaming. That's why I got the Samsung QN85A, because I think that's the best gaming TV. Now I realize everybody can't afford, or doesn't want to afford to go out and buy a big 77-inch and then go get another A90J and then put that in another room for other purposes. That's not the meaning of this video. I'm just trying to explain to you the differences of TVs. Once you get to the highest level of Sony TV sets, what makes them a little tiny bit different from each other. Now, sure, the A80J gets a little bit brighter. It's not a brightness that you're going to see, hardly at all. It's going to be just very minute. It's not going to be a brightness jump between the A80J and the A90J. Between the A9G and the A80J, the brightness is very minuscule. And be honest with you, when I have these in a medium lit to dark room, it doesn't matter. They all look fantastic. Every single one of them. It doesn't matter at all. We're not comparing Sony to LG's. In my opinion, for movies, inferior product, the C1. And you know how I feel about it. I feel the CX was better anyway. I know a lot of people say it's not, but I felt like the CX was a little bit brighter and it had better skin tones. It was more accurate. After all the updates on the TV set, not when it first came out, but after all the updates and everything was updated, I think that still was the better looking set for movies. Okay, I know the C1 has better gaming and all that, and I think barely, but that's just my take on these TVs, and I'm trying to make people's Christmas shopping easier. For most of you out there, of course, you're going to pick the A80J. It's a newer television set, and it's the TV of the year, in my opinion, for this year, the A80J. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. For the price and what you're getting in the 77-inch model, this is the models we're talking about here. I'm not very fond of the smaller models, and it's for one reason. I think we know what that reason is going to be. I've said it before. I have a psychological problem with that, the screen, the matte screen. And you know, one person put a flashlight on it and made it look purple, but we know it's not purple in real life. That was kind of weird. But that's the problem I have with those two smaller ones. But we're talking about the bigger screens here. That is my favorite for this year, the A80J. I did pick the A9G over that because I still got it brand new in the box. I actually saved about $800 from what I would have paid for the A80J. But that wasn't the difference, because I was about to squeak out the little extra money, but then I said to myself, well, shoot, you were happy with the A9G. You were ecstatic about it. You thought it was the best image you've ever seen on movies. And I think I'm right. I think it is the best image I've ever seen on movies. A90J, of course, but I can't afford the 83-inch. And I'm not going to act like I can afford it, just to try to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. So you got to watch out for those videos as well. Fit the TV within your budget. Fit your TV within what you like in a TV, and fit the TV for yourself. You guys have a good one.